YouTube, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry it's taken so long to get another video out. The move took longer than I thought it was going to take, but here we are, a couple months later. We're back trying to get you guys a video once a week again. So I started off, I was like, hey, I haven't bought anything in a little bit. I've been just buying up a couple things of sealed product, and I was like, hey, let's go back and let's do another 10 under 10. So that video did well. A lot of you guys liked it. You guys, hey, I like the budget option for, if I can't spend a lot of money or if I want to buy just a couple of things of cards, then I can buy these. So I started looking at it. We're going to hit some cards, but also too, it's kind of just some sets in general I think you should look at, to where a lot of the cards are under $10. So if you like the artwork, they might as well be worth picking up. Not saying these cards are going to boom or anything like that, but some solid artwork is still out there for a reasonable price if you can't spend a whole lot on cards. So let's take a look at them. Alright, so the first one here is the Chansey from Twilight Masquerade. This card, I believe when it came out, was roughly like a $20 card. Yeah, $19.40. It's dropped off 20%, so now you're looking at like a $10 card. You got a lot of Gen 1 Pokemon. You got Chansey, Ditto, Psyduck. You got Snorlax in the corner. You have a Blissey. So cool card. Chansey running. A lot of Gen 1 Pokemon in there as well. Kind of looks like it's in like a Pokemon Center. So cool artwork, especially with you getting a lot of the other Pokemon. The next card, Paldean Fates, the Penny card. Super cool card. This was a lot of people's chase card. I mean, was $22 when it first came out. Now we're sitting at $8. I think it's cool if you like Umbreon, if you like Penny, if you played the recent games, she's a big part of the game. Won't spoil it just in case anyone hasn't played it, even though it's an older game. But definitely a cool card to look at. Also from Paldean Fates, full art shiny Mew. Everyone loves Mew. Everyone loves a shiny. Being a full art, looks super good. I mean, again, came out $13, $14, somewhere around there. Kind of hovering the same price. Looks like it dipped. Like people were getting it for right around $6. So looks like we've had some spikes here and there, but it's pretty consistent. I mean, it's right over the $10 mark, but I would guess maybe on eBay you can find one around 10 or 12. Maybe you can get a buy it now. I mean, even down here, market price at $9.72. Next set, Temporal Forces. Super cool set. I think it's still a slept on set. I mean, full art Gengar, super cool. The purple with the, he has the teal outline. He's got the whole red border. Kind of looks like a camo border behind him. I mean, some of these cards were, upwards of $20. I mean, he's still kind of right outside that window, but at $16. Also too, if you guys like gold cards, a lot of gold cards. I mean, the Gouging Fire at 13, Walking Wake at 8, Iron Boulder at 8, Iron Crown at 8. I mean, a lot of these cards, if you want gold full art cards, super cool. Also too, I personally picked up the Sawsbuck and the Deerling because they make it's kind of like a picture basically. I mean, these had got up to $12. I think I picked both of these up for right around like $9 or $10 a piece. So you have the Deerling, which is from the orange, the blue to the pink. And then you get pink, green into the red with the Sawsbuck. So if you put them together, if you wanted to display them, they would look super cool. $20. Not too bad. I think I picked mine up on a dip. Yeah, this is kind of climbing a little bit. But yeah, I think I picked it up around, I think it was in October. It was like $10. So those are super cool cards. Also too, Iron Leaves, another gold card. The Arbok, which looks super cool with the toucan. Arbok upside down on the vines. Kind of cool. It's like fully like enshrouded. So I think that's something a little different. It's kind of like almost has like another border to it, which looks super cool. I mean, after that, there's just a lot of cool artwork. Like the Lickitung. I also picked up the Shift Tree. I think the Shift Tree artwork looks super cool. Kind of has that, not full on that Greninja art style, but kind of has that darker, you know, kind of theme to it with the Shift Tree and then all the C dots around it. I think it's a super cool and clean card. There was one other one that we were gonna show. The Litten. Super cool card. You got 2 of them here, you know, sleeping on the bookshelf. You have another like plushie of it. I think it's a cool card. You know, a lot of cat people, if you like Litten, popular, you know, starter. Cool card, right outside the $10 mark. Probably could get it right at $10. All right. Next set, Shrouded Fable. Super good set. I have a lot of sealed of Shrouded Fable. I was getting the ETBs for like $30 a piece. I mean, looking at the top card, I mean, you're looking, what is it, $15 it looks like? That can't be right. Because where's the ETB? Oh, we're on the second page. Okay, so besides the Cassiopeia and the Pheasantipity, I mean, at $50, a lot of these cards are pretty reasonable. Like the Dusknoir is super cool. You have the 3 cards with that, where that kind of tells a story with the Dusknoir, the Duskull. The Persian, which looks super cool. It's kind of in the high rise looking out over the window. I personally have pulled this card. If I didn't, I would buy it. Kind of matches the other Persian. I think it's in 151 where it's with Giovanni. Other than that, you have some gold energies. A lot of people like this Houndoom. It's kind of this gray ink, kind of inked vibe, which looks super cool with just the red coming out of the eyes. I think this was a sought after card when it first came out. Yeah, $25. So you're down about $5. After that, I mean, some gold cards, but I mean, when you get into some of these other cards, I mean, the Dusclops at 15. If you like these new, you know, Pheasantipity, Munkindori EX, those are really cool. The Horsey, a lot of people like this Cresselia, which looks kind of cool. And then I picked up the Tapu Bulu. I think it looks super cool. I mean, it's more of a basic card. I mean, a lot of people don't like the background of it, but I think the red, the black, and the gold really pop on like the green background. I mean, for $3. A lot of people like this one too, this Pheasantipity, where it's kind of up on a perch basically with kind of like a canyon around it, which looks super cool. $4.99. Can't go wrong. The Zeraora, the Ku font is really cool. You also have this Cassiopeia with just a backpack on. There's no Umbreon or anything. So if you like that. Another one, Stellar Crown. Zeraora, super cool card. I love the artwork. I love that Miami Vice colorway. I think it looks super cool. I personally haven't picked this card up, but being a $20 card at launch and now being all the way down to $7, probably gonna pick one up. But I just like the contrast here with Zeraora with the electric, and then you have this pink and purple background. I think it looks super cool. Cool art style. Also, Surging Sparks, newer set that came out, Cast Form. Super cool card. I love this art. There's also a Deoxys that kind of has this art where it's kind of up in the air over a bunch of land. So definitely has that vibe. This one's really cool because you have the different cast forms. You have sunny, water, you have the normal, and then you have the other one back here. So it's kind of cool that you get the multiple forms of it, even though this is the sunny form. But for $6, I mean, super cool card, really bright, vibrant, colorful card. I don't think you could go wrong with it. Next up, looking at Lost Origin. Going back to this set, I mean, a lot of cool full arts. If you guys like rainbow rares, I think these are some of the cards that you can basically pick up that look really good, don't cost you a lot. These full arts too, like the Giratina with a lot of the, not tie-dye background, but kind of has that cool like green to purple, you know, in the background. And it really makes, you know, Giratina pop from the front. But I mean, all these cards, looking at them, I mean, even gold. But all these rainbow rares, you're looking at $6 to $8. I mean, I don't think you could go wrong with any of these. I mean, they just look super clean. Even some trainers here where you're looking at $2, $3, $4. I mean, if you're into trainers or rainbow rares or anything like that, Lost Origins definitely a set worth looking at. After that, celebrations. ETBs are $90 to $100. A lot of this stuff isn't printed anymore, so it just keeps going up in price. Besides the Charizard, everything's real affordable here. I mean, a lot of cool cards, a lot of classic artwork. It's all taken from old sets. I mean, besides, you know, some people don't like the 25th anniversary stamp, but I mean, that's what dictates it from being, you know, looking like exactly the old, looking like the, the old card. But I mean, the Charizard being $88, but you have a shiny Umbreon sitting at 16, a Rayquaza, the shiny Magikarp, which is 9, which this card used to be, I feel like it used to be more than this. Maybe it's always been that cheap. Birthday Pikachu, you have the Blastoise, the Venusaur. I mean, hollow patterns of the classics. You got Mew, you got the Zekrom and Reshiram, the Gardevoir, the Magma Groudon, the Dark Gyarados, which is a classic, the Rocket Zapdos, which looks super cool because it kind of has this crackly foil pattern on it where it makes kind of the clouds like pop, which I think it looks really good. Some of the trainers are cool, you know, here comes Team Rocket, Imposter Oak. Definitely some cool cards if you want some classic cards but can't afford to, you know, fully dive into getting the original card. Here's some options too, being the 25th anniversary. Last up, Crown Zenith. Everyone knows about it, I think, but I think these cards look so good. A lot of the artwork is super cool and they're affordable. If you guys like, you know, Pokemon that are doing stuff or have themes to them and aren't just there, they actually have kind of a storytelling or action going on inside the actual card, you know, this set is for you. Here's the Deoxys I was talking about. Kind of, this one's kind of over like an island, but kind of has those really cool, you know, earth colors behind it. Hisuian Samurott, beautiful card. I think I have 2 or 3 of these. I personally like this Simisear. I don't know why, but I think it has a cool kind of like art style to it. The Hisuian Samurott looks really cool with the Snorunt in front of it and the all red background. Looks really cool. This Pikachu, I feel like this used to be, no, maybe not. Super cool card there, full art Pikachu, you know, flying in on a leaf. The Lapras is cool because you kind of have the underwater vibe to it. The Deoxys, the Keldeo, if you like super colorful cards. I think these are some of my favorite cards, personally. Especially these two. I love Electivire. You guys know, it's in my logo. I mean, this Electivire with the Magmortar, super cool, kind of that cartoon vibe. And then this one, I think I have 4 or 5 of this, but Electivire, Magmortar, kind of a faded snowy background around the fire. I mean, this is probably one of my favorite cards. And I mean, for $1.82, I mean, I've thought about picking up a bunch of these just to have. I mean, personally, it's like one of my favorite cards. I mean, Magmortar doesn't get a lot of, or Electivire doesn't get a lot of love, but again, you got some more full art trainer cards. You got Bidoof, you got Miltank, the Numel, the Turtwig. I mean, you got a lot of Pokemon. I mean, there's something here for everybody. I mean, the Stevel's kind of cool with this red and black, kind of almost in the shadows kind of vibe. I mean, at 85 cents. The Oricorio has a really cool colorway. It's almost like it's kind of like hand-drawn, like colored pencil vibe, which I think it looks super clean. There's a lot of these I still want to pick up, like the Toxtricity. You got the 2 Toxtricities with the Rillaboom in the back at it's almost at like a, you know, band practice. You got the mic stand falling over. He's on the drums. This is another cool card. I think if you're Want something that has an art or story to tell, I would definitely look into Crown Zenith. I don't think we missed anything. I mean, some of these are going to be super expensive. I mean, the legendary dogs are sought after. I think Entei's the only one I'm missing. This Darkrai, one of my favorite cards. Really cool. Kind of has that like oil painting, sketched vibe going on. Not a lot of artwork done like this. So, I mean, that's 18. That's kind of right outside of 10. I've picked this up too, Hisuian Zoroark. I love this artwork. I think it looks really cool. Kind of makes him hard to tell, but I kind of like it how it kind of all blends into the background. Super cool card. The Sleeping Mew is definitely one I would definitely look at. I picked this up recently. I have the Sleeping Mew. Definitely a good card for $7. The Deoxys with the Orbeetle kind of like beaming him down like the UFO. This is a cool card. Another one I picked up recently with like Saturn in the background. Zamazenta, you can't go wrong with this full red like forest going on. It's super clean. The picture doesn't do it justice. It looks way better in person. And then the last one I'll mention is the Regigigas. I think I have 3 of these. Super cool, that old school kind of sketch pencil color. I know I've showed this off before, but it's just such a clean card. Nothing's really drawn like this before. It's kind of that faded, kind of looks like if you rolled out like an old school map, but that one's that's coming down in price too. So yeah, thank you guys again. I mean, this was a little more than a 10 under 10. I kind of was looking at some sets and I'm like, hey, instead of picking cards, I'm going to go through, showcase a couple sets. That way, you know, it's not just this card. Hey, you should look at this set because, you know, this really falls under, you know, half of this set is 10 under 10. Or if you like, you know, full arts or golds or anything like that, definitely worth looking at. I know you guys liked it before. Again, sorry for the absence. I'm back. I'm going to try to be putting out a video again once a week for you guys. Thank you guys so much for sticking around if you're still here. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if you liked the video. More content coming soon. Should be back up again, having a video every Friday. But thank you guys again, and I'll see you guys in the next one.